Hello and welcome to vlog number 375 regarding my therapy with Jayney at Adjusted Thoughts. I never know I'm going to do these, I don't plan them, so just bear with me. This is a very hard time for me. This year, the end of this year has been fucking horrific. Without me trying to sound like a ponce, there's a Friedrich Nietzsche quote, which is along the lines of, if you gaze into the abyss gazes into you. Well, I have been gazing into an abyss and it's been leaking back at me. By the way, this isn't funny. I'm uploading this to the Facebook Wigan Joker page, but also there's going to be a link underneath to Jayney's Adjusted Thoughts and to my page that I put all this stuff on, really. Yes, I've been gazing inside myself, delving through stuff, and not only that, this time of year is horrible. I despise it. I know they say you should live in the moment and all that crap, but I just fucking hate winter because I have this bad habit in winter of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, and it's purgatory, really. I mean, if there is a hell, it's not fire, forks and devils. It's black, it's empty, and it's just you dealing and looking at your own shit. Well, when I say shit, I mean, yeah. So, yesterday was the second healing part. Well, on the way to the therapy, I was triggered. I get very angry these days. And I was crossing the road near McDonald's in Scholes, and this old bearded cunt in this car decided to do a U-turn on that road. But I was walking across the road and he beeped his horn at me, and I was fucking fuming, and I told him fuck off and all that. And I was livid. I was triggered. So anyway, I gets to therapy after I'd had my chippy dinner. This is a first part of the therapy is a chippy dinner. You know, that's a joke. Well, the people in my head found that funny, to be honest. Yeah, thanks. And the first part of the therapy is you have a list. What are your feelings of sadness currently? And that could be going back to your childhood. What comes up when you say that? Your anger, your guilt and your shame. Well, I just started ranting to Jayney about this fucking Harold Shipman cunt in his fucking... Sorry for swearing. There's a lot of people who don't like swearing. Yeah, I apologise. Who did this stupid U-turn and beat his arm. I started ranting about him and just going on deep and further in. And I said I'm angry at myself for a lot of the things I do. You know, I have destroyed a lot of opportunities for myself, and that goes back to childhood, as Jayney has explained to me. You said you grew up in chaos, so you have to keep recreating that environment. Most of my relationships have been turbulent, mainly through me, not all through me, and that was recreating my mum and dad's setup, because that's what I watched as a kid. And just because I know it now doesn't mean I'm cured. I'm like, oh, right, I see now, right, I'll go and find a princess and stuff. This is going to be a long thing to do. You can't wipe out 50 years of fucked upness in a couple of sessions, but it's going to help, you know. And so we went through the list of things. I'm trying to remember what I said. I'm getting a terrible memory. But, so you initially go through this list. She talks to you about this list, and then you scored on, how do you feel about this today? How productive have you been? Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about my creaky chair too. Then this therapy always scares me. You lied on the bed, and I felt this tension in my chest. I don't fucking like this. And she asks your subconscious mind, is it okay to proceed with the therapy? And you're meant to say the first thing that comes into your head, or head if you're not from Wigan. And I instantly said, no, I'm not all right. I'm not all right with this. It's no, I'm not all right with it. So she has to try a different tact. And last week we spoke about fear. So the different tact was, can you tell me of an instance when you first felt rejected? Now, kind of weird this, because this thing came up. I've never thought about this for years. And it's a bit funny, really. I asked a girl out at primary school. I think this camera's needs Viagra. I think it's just like, I think it needs Viagra, this camera thing. It keeps drooping. Yeah. And I asked this girl out in class, and there was only two of us. And I remember, I think I was like some knobhead kid, between 7 and 5. No, probably 7. And I was swinging between two tables, and I said to this girl, will you go out with me? Because I had a crush on her. And she just said, like, nay. You know, in Wigan fashion. But it's not just that. When I was a kid, my dad, I can't name the lad. My dad always used to compare me to this kid and said, oh, he's great, him. And whatever I did, this kid was better. This kid was all that his man, and I wasn't. And there's a point to this. And there was one occasion, I would not eat good food when I was a kid. I'd just eat shit, toffees and stuff. And my dad stood over me. I was sagging again with fucking her and all. More light required, and more Viagra required as well, pal. I'll just keep doing that. Yeah, as I'm doing the therapy with Jayney. Yeah, the kid. My dad stood over me while I had to eat some stew. Now, the stew had celery in, and I couldn't eat it, and I was heartsick. And then I got eats the tabletop. Would eat that. His name wasn't by the way. I'm just not mentioning his name. Anyway, yeah, the kid, the girl who I asked out. We've got a bit dark, haven't we? Perhaps that's the subject matter sent the universe blank. Yeah, I'm mauling with my camera. I'm sorry. I'm a perfectionist. Now, the girl who I asked out, who fucked me off, no uncertain terms, she fancied the lad who my dad always compared me to. So that was kind of a double whammy of rejection type shit. So that image came up, and that was my first instance, and we worked with that. And she does this thing, and I don't know what it is she does. You lie there and your eyes are shut on this bed, and she ramps the emotion up you know, and it's some energetic thing. She won't tell me what she does. She's magic. And it ramps their emotion up, of the emotion of rejection, and yeah, it ramps, but you come off that bed feeling like you've had 5 codeine tablets. You know, you are very spaced out, and yeah, it's doing me more. It is doing me good. It is doing something. I mean, there's a lot of soul searching going on. I can't completely say I feel like I do because of therapy. Although it has brought a lot of stuff up. You know, it has made me think about things and that you don't think about. But the reason you don't think about them is the suppressed. Sorry about this. It's not Steven Spielberg, and it's cost you nothing watching. You know, they're suppressed and they need to be released because it's like anything else, they just fester. You know. Also, I'm part of this root cause therapy. There's this book. Oh, right, sorry, yeah. There's other stuff you do. There's not just that. I hope I'm making sense. If not, I'm going to do a live stream with Jayney and she'll explain all this properly. You know, this is like some nutter at a bus stop just rambling to people who they've never met before. You do inner child work. I know some of you be like, some of you are falling off your chairs laughing now, going, oh, what the fuck's he on about? You know, but you get a picture of yourself. Look, it's a bit of a shit picture because Asda developed it, scanned it in. I don't know if you can see. That's me as a kid, the poor little bastard. And when I was first looking at pictures of myself as a kid, that's not Nancy, by the way, because it's yourself. That wasn't funny, was it? Once again, they told me that was funny. When I was instantly looking at pictures of myself, I hated the kid. And it's a little prick. And, you know, and it's weird. But now I'm spending a lot of time thinking about it, and you know, my feelings have changed. And see, I'm getting into my depth here of psychological knowledge, really. But the kid is part of you, and if it's what happened as a kid to you, is if it was a lot of trauma and it's not dealt with, that hurt child still lives in you and is mainly responsible for a lot of your problems and stuff. Another thing I've found out, I would make if this is fucking hell, this is 13 minutes of your life you won't get back. I'm sorry, I'll be quick. Yeah, another thing I found out is, I mentioned this last week, I use food as comfort. So that I struggle with my weight. As some of you might see, I'm quite fat in videos, slightly less fat in other videos. Yeah, I have times of exercising and stuff when people will have me, and then not, and just gouging food. So that's where we're at. Wrapping this video up, please subscribe to Adjusted Thoughts. I'll put the links below this video. Sorry it wasn't funny. I know you're expecting free comedy, you know, but you can't have fucking everything. We go through this book as well, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And we'll get into that because I'm still reading the book. It's basically 4 agreements. Let me try and remember them. Be impeccable with your word, which means always use your words carefully. when speaking to others, speaking about others, speaking to yourself, do your best all the time. That's to do your best all the time. That doesn't mean 100% perfection. It means under the circumstances, as long as you've done your best in any given circumstance, that's all that matters. What's the other one? Please, I need to find the other agreements. What are they? Be impeccable with your word. I sounded like Jimmy Savile then. Always do your best. I need to find these agreements, really. Bear with me. I can't end this. I can't leave you hanging. I know you really want to know. This is pressure, but I am doing my best anyway. So. I've let you down. I can't think of what the other agreements are. Be impeccable with your word. Fuck, it's gone. I'm sorry. Right, this is 16 minutes of your life. I've enjoyed the sound of my own voice. You know, there's a channel called Keeping On I've made about this journey and other stuff. Adjusted Thoughts Therapy. You know, that's it really. Thank you. Have any other points? No. The therapy journey continues. If you're having problems and stuff, message Jayney and she can get a 30-minute free consultation on your current condition. Thank you very much.